Hi guys, I'm Lace and this is my channel, Feral Beauty. If you are new here and somehow found me from clicking on a thumbnail, I really appreciate it because, to be perfectly honest, I'm pretty shit at making thumbnails. So thank you for taking that leap of faith and hopefully you enjoy this. So I'm actually making two videos for this content. The content is going to be similar, however, they're going to be geared towards different categories. So I'm gonna make one video specifically for fair olives like me, and then the other video is going to be for pretty much everybody else. And basically, I am currently on a no buy. And so I am trying very hard not to buy any new products. Not to buy anything, but definitely not makeup products right now. And what has been really kind of cool and unexpected about this no buy is that it's got me thinking of ways that I can utilize what I do have already. And so it is summertime and I have gotten some color and my foundations have been looking pretty pale on me. And so I was like, shoot, do I need to buy another foundation so that it's in a darker shade so it matches me right now? And then I was like, no, you're on a no buy. You cannot buy a new foundation just because it's darker. So what can I do? So I was thinking, you know what? I should just mix in a little bit of a cream bronzer that I have that matches my undertone. And so that's why I'm making two different videos, one geared specifically toward fair olives and one for pretty much everybody else, because I really want to focus on the undertones. Also, if you've been on my channel before, what do you think of this lighting in particular? Because I am trying out like all the lighting in my house, like all these different rooms and everything, because I'm trying to find an area in my house where I can depict the most accurate lighting. I want everything to be as accurate as possible so that you guys could see everything the way it is in reality. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times I'll notice that things look a certain way in real life and it translates completely differently on camera. So if you have watched my content before, please let me know in the comments what you think of this lighting. I actually think it's really good. I think it's pretty accurate. The only setback with this is that it is smack between my kitchen and my living room. And so I feel horrible. I have to tell my husband to confine himself upstairs so that I have this space to myself for however long it takes for me to make a video. He doesn't mind. He probably does, but he's being really nice about it. So in both videos, I am gonna have this same intro, but the content is gonna be geared a little differently for each category. Going forward though, whichever video you end up watching, I think it's gonna be really helpful for you, whether you are having a hard time finding foundations that match your undertone or you are having issues with your foundation not matching your summer skin tone. So I think that this is gonna cover all bases and really help you guys out and save you some money. So I truly hope that that's what happens. I hope that I could help save you guys some money. All right, let's get started. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm really hoping that this hack of mine will help you guys out in a couple of different ways. So one, it's already so difficult for us as fair olives to find foundations that are actually going to match our undertones, right? A lot of the times companies for some reason associate light fair skin with being pink. I don't know why. Obviously that is not the case. And so I am hoping that this little hack will help you with foundations that you currently have that are not quite right, not matching you as perfectly as they could be, but also to help you out when it is summertime and now your foundations are a little bit too light for you. And so this should hit both of those bases for you guys. So I recently just got myself this cream bronzer from Vive. This is her Modern Radiance Cream Bronzer. Now, this is the first bronzer I've ever come across that actually has these green olive undertones to it. I was blown away, actually. You know, you don't see it too often. A lot of times bronzers, as you know, are gonna have very warm, very kind of like orange undertones to them. And so when I saw this, I hope you could see how green that is, but in a beautiful way. It's not gonna go on like green. It is so beautiful and pretty sheer, but this is such a great way to add just a little bit of olive to your foundation shades that are just not working out perfectly for you. So if you need a little extra olive to a foundation of yours that is just a little too pink or even a little too peach for you, then I think this is really gonna help you out. Now, obviously, there are gonna be other products out there on the market that have green undertones as well. I just don't have any to recommend to you guys, but I know this product now and I happily recommend this. It's a beautiful product. So if you can find your own product at the drugstore, at a high-end luxury store, wherever it is that you shop, try to find one similar to this that has that green undertone that you really need. And if not, just get this one, the Vive. It's gorgeous. So I am gonna mix this into a foundation that I already have and love. However, that foundation runs to pink for me. It's a little too pinky peach. And so I know that by mixing in just a little hint of this, it's gonna green it up. It's gonna add a little more of that olive that I need for the foundation to be a better match for me. So I'm gonna show that to you on camera, mixing them together. Now, I'm just gonna mix it on my hand. I personally like having the body heat to help mix it together and meld it together so it just goes on, it just glides on really well. However, you don't have to do that, or if you don't want to for sensory reasons, I completely understand. So if you have a little spatula and a little palette and you could just kind of mix it up on there, that's completely fine. Either way is great as long as the end result is the same. You know what I mean? It kind of doesn't matter how you get there, just get there. So I hope that it's gonna translate well on camera, but I'm gonna put some of the Koh Gen Do as it is by itself, the original shade, on my face. It's just hard because my face is a lot more red than my body. This is all so olive and then I get really red here, but I'm gonna try and show you so you could get a good idea. So this is the Koh Gen Do shade and it's pretty pink. And also, as you could see right now, it's a little bit light because it's summer and I got the barest hint of color. Don't ask me how, because I'm telling you right now, I wear so much sunscreen. I walk around with a parasol outside. I know I'm the weird lady in the neighborhood walking around with a parasol. I don't care. So there's no good reason for me to have any extra color, but here we are. So this, I hope you could see, is just a little bit too pink for me. So I'm gonna show you how it looks mixed with the Vive, and then I'm gonna show you how you could customize it to also make it darker for yourself for your summer shade. I'm just gonna use the back of a brush that I have to scoop out some of the Vive cream bronzer, and I just have a little of the foundation, the Koh Gen Do, in the palm of my hand, and I'm just gonna mix those two together. It's always a good idea if you're gonna do this to start off a little conservatively with the darker shade. So for the cream bronzer, it's always smart to just start off with a little bit because you could always add more. But if it becomes too dark too soon, then now you got to keep adding in more foundation and that can become expensive. Let's just do a little bit at a time first. And I'm just mixing those together just like this. And that definitely made it more olive for me. Like, I think that's gonna be such a great match. So I am just going to mix more of this in my hand and blend it out all over, and I'll show you guys how it looks all over. Actually, I changed my mind. I think what I would like to do is show you kind of before and after so you could see side by side. And then also on this side, I'm gonna do the Koh Gen Do foundation just by itself without that cream bronzer from Vive, so you could see the color difference as well. That might be a little more beneficial for you guys. Okay, that is side by side. This side over here is the Koh Gen Do mixed with the Vive cream bronzer in it. So as you could see, this side matches me better right now because it now has that olive undertone to it, and it also deepened it up a bit for me. And then on this side, I hope that you could see from the camera, it's lighter and also pinker. So as you could see here, it's pinker than my neck, and it's a little bit too light right now because I have my tan, if you want to be comical about it. Yeah, this is definitely too pink on this side. It does not match the olive tones right here, and it's just a hint too light. So just by adding the smallest amount of that cream bronzer from Vive, it really evened it out so that it added that like green olive undertone and also deepened it just enough for me for my summer color. I feel like what a difference. I could absolutely see it, but I hope that you guys could see it too on camera. Yeah, olive here, more pink, and lighter here. It's a subtle difference, but it is such a difference, you know? It really just changes things. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of even this out a little more. I mixed up some more. I'm gonna apply it here, and I'll apply a little extra to that side too, so it really is evened out. Yeah, that matches so much better. Such a great hack. And then you could go in with your whatever brush. I personally have been really enjoying the N17 from BK Beauty, and I go in with this side of the brush right into the Vive and then just put your bronzer on. So this is just like such a great layering product, and everything is gonna have that like balance because it's all gonna have that same undertone. See how that just like warmed it up really nicely? Right on this side too. Such a beautiful color. I'm so happy I found this one. A little on the nose if you want, a little up here. Bring it by your ear, a little down the side of your neck. You could always add a little on top of your eyes, and it just makes it cohesive. It just brings it all together. I love it, and it's so easy, so simple. This is something you could do every day for yourself. And if you're thinking, oh, but that might make my foundation too dark, you know, because it is deepening it, it is a bronzer, you can customize it. You can use a very, very small amount, but it is really great. Also, if you do tend to have any foundations that are a little bit too light for you, this is just such a great hack, such a great quick fix. All right guys, so I hope that this content was helpful and useful to you. I hope that I'm gonna help you guys save some money and utilize what you have, you know? I gotta say, being on this no buy has truly helped me kind of reevaluate what I have and finding different creative ways of using it to make it work for me. So maybe you can do that too, even if you're not on a no buy. It's just always fun to get really like creative about it and just like mix colors and textures together and just like dig in and see what you can get out of it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.